Good morning, everyone. So, what I'm doing here is I am brewing some coffee with nothing but 100% milk. So, I'm using the whole milk. The Crystal Creamery since 1901 real California milk right there. So, I noticed that the coffee tastes 100% better when it's just milk. So like at Starbucks or like Dutch Bros here in Redding, California, Shasta County, what they do is they pour the milk and then they have that little steamer thing and they tuck that thing right underneath so that little tube can go and be inserted into the cup, and then when it goes in the cup, they push a button or whatever up there on the little valve, and then it heats up the milk, and then they pour the coffee espresso shot in the mix. They mix it all up, and then they serve it. That's what draws us. That's what makes us go back and buy another cup, because I don't know about you guys, but I always brew my coffee with, water. In this case, it's Crystal Geyser Natural Alpine Spring Water by CG Roxanne. But anyway, so that's why it doesn't really taste that good and sweet. And, you're not like, when you're a kid, you will wake up and you'll have some milk, you'll have some orange juice, some apple juice, something, right? So it's the same thing. Wake up and have a cup of milk, but you, instead of just the milk, you're throwing a little bit of caffeine in the mix. And I tried pouring this in my cereal. It didn't taste that well. It didn't taste that good. But maybe if I put some creamer in it and then I allowed it to get cool, and then I poured it in my in my cereal, then maybe it'll taste really good. But the last time I tried it, it was just horrible. It wasn't what I expected it to be. So, it's still doing its thing. And this is my first time ever doing it, so I hope I don't break the machine. And what I'm planning on doing is, once it cycles through and all the milk comes out of it, I'm going to fill this whole thing up with water from the sink. But if you have filtered water, I would recommend using filtered water so it won't leave hard water spots and minerals behind inside of the unit. But, I'm just going to use the sink water and just run that through and then just throw it out in the sink, just so that milk won't get rotten and it won't cause problems. And the milk going bad and rotten. So, excuse me. So you want to make sure that if you do this, that you clean it thoroughly, that you clean it really, really good, or else you might come back and it might smell like rotten milk. And that's not what you want. And you don't want to be in there cleaning that stuff out. And if that does happen, what you can do is get hot, boiling water on the stove or from the sink, and then pour that in there, and just that the heat will help those the hard buildup of the milk to dissolve, and then it will cycle it out, through the machine out into the container thing here. But yeah, I probably should have never done this. I should have been using a crock pot. I should have been using a mug heater a mug warmer, something like that. Like even this is not really coming out for some reason. It's just stagnated in there. So it's probably just the milk and all the, the positive stuff inside of it. Because the water, regular water would have it would have filtered out already by now. But anyway, yeah, give it a shot. This is. It tastes really good. It probably just needs a little bit more of flavor. So thankfully my friend buys these here. And this is salted caramel. Oh, and I just spilled my fucking coffee. There's white chocolate, vanilla, and vanilla caramel cream. And I did spill my coffee, so now good luck on picking all this shit up because it went all behind the fucking refrigerator. Oopsie doopsie. So now I'm probably going to have to pull this whole machine out because there's no sealant here. See, that's a fucking invention. But shit happens. But right here, there should be some form of guard, like this shit, this backsplash, and even the backsplash back here is not even corrected all the way back. But that's why they have these backsplashes. It's all dusty as well. Look at that. But anyway, fuck, if it's not one thing, it's another, But, that's not the case here, so I'm going to have to clean it, and, I'm shit out of luck. And I wasn't even banking and hoping for all this, but for the sake of the video, I showed you guys all the creamers, and I didn't, rush to clean this mess right now. But I am going to clean it. But I just wanted to share how you guys can brew your coffee using real milk, whole milk instead of water. Anyways, have fun and enjoy your coffee. And don't forget to run water through the machine so it won't stink it up and smell horrible. And if I don't get to that back there, it's going to smell fucking horrible and disgusting. Yeah, that sucks. And I just made this. Look at that. And what I was going to do, apply a few squirts of that in there so I can tell you guys, the taste of it. But, even if you're using creamer and you throw it in there, but that would be a lot of creamer, but it'll probably taste bomb as fuck, I mean, because if you consider the cost, you'll probably get 2 cups for $5 if you brewed the creamer inside of the machine, because you get a lot. You get 32 ounces or whatever it is, instead of going to Starbucks and spending just $5 or whatever on 1 cup of coffee. But anyway, you do the math, you do your own research and all that, and be safe, people. God bless.